You're watching the Sports Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So in this particular video, I need to get a couple things off my chest because the things I've seen on the internet has been disgusting when it comes to the situation involving Coach Deion Sanders. And he left to take a job at the University of Colorado. This program has been a perennial loser for quite some time. Even when they joined the Pac-12 back in 2013, they've only had 2 winning seasons during that time. And if you go back further than that, they've been horrendous. They've been horrendous for a long time. And Coach Sanders was at Jackson State University. He was there for a couple of years, and he turned that program around. The problem I have is all these self-serving, glad-handing people out there that's all up in arms about Coach Sanders leaving to take a job at another program that's going to pay him considerably more than what he was getting at Jackson State. So Jackson State is at fault here, not Coach Sanders. Jackson State is at fault. If you wanted him that bad, you should have did everything you could to keep him. So did you really miss him? Or was you just there to just milk him for all his connections and other money? Because he was taking his salary and giving it back to the school. So that way his players can have a decent standard of living. So I came across this opinion piece coming from USA Today. And I'm going to read this article here, and I'm going to try to do my best to sprinkle some of my thought process in addition to this article. Now, coming from USA Today, it's been fascinating to watch the reaction to Deion Sanders taking the Colorado coaching job. To some, Sanders is turning his back on Jackson State, the SWAC, and black people, ending a performative stint in which he never intended to stay long anyway. But that's the thing, though. Coaches don't stay long wherever they go at. So why is all the brouhaha towards Coach Deion Sanders when you had the administration that wouldn't take care of him? Every time Coach Sanders approached the administration for funding, for resources, for other things, he get told no. So if anybody that's in the student body that's all pissed off, you're directing your energy in the wrong person. From the president of that institution on down, all them glad-handing, grifting, boule son of a bitches. Them the one that should be getting all the smoke, not Coach Deion Sanders. That shit's unfair. Pardon my French. Just because he leaves to take out another job, don't make him a traitor. He never intended to be there long anyway. So, in my opinion, Coach Deion Sanders don't owe you. All you people out there that was running your mouth complaining about what he should have did and how he should have did and all that, counting the man money and all that, all you motherfuckers out there, right? Deion Sanders, Coach Deion Sanders don't owe you a goddamn thing. Because see, it's easy to talk about what someone could have did or should have did or ought to do when it don't affect them. When it's not affecting their pockets, when it's not affecting their lifestyle. Yeah, it's so easy to sit up here and run your mouth about, if I was in this position, I would have done this. And if I was in that position, I would have done that. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Shut your goddamn mouth. You got people out here living on Taco Bell salary, running their mouth about what this man ought to do with his lifestyle. If it was so easy, why don't you do it then? If it was so easy. These people on the internet always got the answers to everything. And their own life all fucked up. What's up, Alice here on Frozen 06? Salute to you. Their own life all fucked up, but yet they want to sit up here and run their mouth and talk about what someone else ought to do. Yeah, it's easy to talk about what someone else ought to do when it's not affecting you. He's a football coach, goddammit. That's all he has been. He ain't no savior. He ain't the second coming to Jesus Christ. And yet, you got a lot of people out here all up in arms about how he's talking to people at a press conference. Well, it's not even a press conference. He was introducing himself to the players. And people are up in arms about how he's talking to the kids and all that. Look, first of all, them dudes only won one game last year. One. When you out here trying to change a culture, you don't got time to be catering to people's feelings. You can see a lot of people can't handle the truth. One thing I understand about the truth does not care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you accept it. It doesn't care if you reject it. It doesn't care if you get all up in arms over it. It doesn't care if you cry in the corner. The truth is the truth. It doesn't care about your feelings. So get out of your feelings. The fact of the matter is, they sucked. Colorado over the years have gone through more coaches that fat people have gone through snickerdoodle cheesecakes at the Cheesecake Factory. And yet we got people out here, I can't believe that Deion Sanders is out here talking to these kids like that. I mean, you gotta understand, we're coming from some real upbringing. There's some circumstances that you don't know about. So what? So what? This is an opportunity that not a whole lot of people get. When you become a coach, man, you get hired to get fired. You either get elevated or you get terminated. That's how it works. So what's all the fake outrage about? Oh, because Deion Sanders turned his back on the community. Well, what about those bootleg contingent members holding those high positions, not holding high qualities in the process? You don't think they turn their back on you? Howard University, right? Why are students at Howard University got ratatouille making soup in the kitchen? They out here $10,000 for tuition and all that, and there's a big ass rat making soup in the kitchen. How is that possible? Why is the student body out there sleeping in tents and all that? But yet, all these people out here screaming HBCUs, athletes, entertainers that went to these HBCUs. They say, HBCUs, Okay, so what have y'all done with y'all time and money and resource to put it back into the university? Have y'all done that? Because I have a good faith that a lot of you aren't doing that, and yet you're running your mouth out here. It is absurd, borderline antebellum to expect Sanders to stay at Jackson State just because he's black and the school is the HBCU. Coach Sanders should not be indebted to Jackson State. So this notion that Coach Deion Sanders is a sellout, look, in my humble opinion, I'm starting to think that the word coon and buck dancer and sellout and other little epitaphs that we use to describe these skip, scap, scallywag, and suck puppets are starting to lose its luster. Because now we start to put that label on anybody that we don't agree with. Now, trust me, there's a lot of people out there that deserve that title of a butt dancer. But just because Coach Deion Sanders is leaving Jackson State to coach at Colorado, he's getting paid significantly more, is absurd. It's ridiculous. See, this is why you cannot have everybody speaking. This is why only a select few people should grab the microphone and be speaking. Not everybody should have a voice. I don't believe everybody should have a voice because you got a whole lot of buffoons out here who be running their mouth recklessly, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And the people that I'm saying that upper arms about what Coach Sanders is doing and the tactics he's employing, they've never been through the trenches. They've never been through the weight rooms, the long hours inside film room, film study, trying to get tendencies and other things that could be used to your advantage on game day. Practices, long drawn out practices where if you don't hydrate properly, if you're not eating right, you'll be exposed on that practice field. Because what you do in practice is probably what you're going to take to the game. And the game of football ain't for the weak at heart. If you're not mentally tough, because see, that's not where you build character, that's where your character gets revealed. Out in those trenches. In them long, hot summer days in practice. You doing 2-a-days. So all these people up here, up and on, they don't know what it's like to be going through that process. They have no fucking clue. So how is this man getting paid $300,000? He's donating half his salary just so the kids can have a little something, right? Would it become the food, facilities, transportation? It was Coach Deion Sanders that did all that legwork. Why all those other people just sitting back there counting their checks and trying to be all pompous about it. He got them decent looking uniforms. He did 99% of the legwork while them lazy ass motherfuckers that stood up there in that dean's office just sat up there and just did absolutely nothing. Now you got jackasses running their mouth talking about, oh man, Deion Sanders, shut up, man. Deion Sanders, shut it up. But not enough energy get put on those faculty members or on the administration that runs that school or any other HBCU in that matter. So don't sit up here and be all high and mighty at Deion Sanders, Coach Deion Sanders, when you ain't doing right. So the water crisis that happened in Mississippi, was that Coach Deion Sanders' fault? Or was that leadership fault? So miss me with all this fake outrage. It is believed that Sanders should have stayed to help fix some of the ills plaguing the city. It is a well-known thought, but he can't repair shattered water systems in Jackson or single-handedly fix the decades-long systemic racism that plagues Mississippi? And is he supposed to arrest Brett Favre? I mean, he might as well, because the real cops ain't. So all these people that were so up in arms about Coach Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State, but these same people ain't outraged that Brett Favre for stealing the money. That man took millions of dollars, millions upon millions of dollars, and these same people running their mouth about Coach Deion Sanders ain't outraged that Brett Favre. Are y'all kidding me right now? Y'all should be kicking down the door of Brett Favre. All that outrage y'all directing at Coach Deion Sanders, that same outrage need to be directed at Brett Favre. Y'all should be kicking down his door, waving the full. All you hear was Papa Don't Hit Me No More. It has been stunning to see how so many people say that Sanders should stay out of loyalty to HBCUs. White coaches are asked to decline advancement out of loyalty to white people, while the challenges in the black community, our community, are formidable. And no one's expecting Coach Deion Sanders to repair them. You know why? Because he is a football coach. The only thing that Coach Sanders is required to do is win games. That's it. All that other stuff should have been handled by the institution. It should have been handled by the school. What do you think? Why do you think there's an athletic director? What the hell is the athletic director doing? This is what happens when black folks get comfortable and think that this will be one or two people to solve all the problems that's going on. People get comfortable. People think that, oh, well, you know, he got it. I'll just go ahead and put my feet up. Then when they leave, then all of a sudden you got a problem with it. No, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that at all. Coach Sanders did what he was supposed to do and then some. He brought attention to the school. He was on 60 Minutes, Good Morning America, ESPN's College Game Day. There were new practice facilities, new endorsement deals. So it's pretty safe to say that Coach Deion Sanders left the situation better than the way he found it. But the same people who draw the same paychecks are still there. And I'm talking about in the faculty and the administration of that institution. They're still there. They're still there collecting checks. They're still there eating, drinking, being merry and all that. The Boule crowd, the Cheese and Croissant Circuit members. And Bomani Jones, it was not lost upon me that your chocolate milk that head having ass was running your mouth towards Coach Deion Sanders. First of all, Bomani Jones, you are an idiot. You are a complete idiot, Bomani Jones. You sat up there on CNN and you kicked that vagina monologue towards Coach Deion Sanders, and yet I haven't heard you go at Nick Saban the way you went at Coach Deion Sanders. And Nick Saban been around, he bounced around many jobs, whether it be at Michigan State, whether it be at LSU, whether it be at Miami, to name a few, right? All these coaches that have left schools on many occasions to go to other schools. Mel Tucker did it. He did 1 year at Colorado, then he's at Michigan State. Jim Harbaugh was at Stanford. He left Stanford to go to the NFL, came back after leaving the San Francisco, and he's coaching at Michigan now. Yeah, Brett Venables. Brett Venables was the defensive coordinator at Clemson, right? First, he was a defensive coordinator at Oklahoma. Then he became a defensive coordinator at Clemson. He leaves Clemson to go to Oklahoma to be their head coach. Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma to go to USC to be their head coach. So what is you talking about? So all these other people left schools to go to other schools, but as soon as Coach Deion Sanders do it, now everybody got a problem. Now everybody want to run their mouth about loyalty. Oh man, he's not being loyal to the cause, man. You know, there ain't no loyalty no more. These hoes ain't loyal. Get the fuck out of here. If someone's paying you significantly more money when you leave your situation to go to a better one for more money, everybody does it at one point or another. Yeah, if you was making those stale ass tacos at Taco Bell and you was looking to get a better paying job at a computer company, you making $13 an hour making stale tacos at Taco Bell, and that computer company calls you and say, hey, look, we're willing to pay you $95,000 a year. Wouldn't you take that job? Wouldn't you leave Taco Bell? Oh man, this job suck in, man. I'm tired of going home smelling like tacos and cheese every night. Wouldn't you take that job? Exactly. So why all the fake outrage towards Deion Sanders? Coach Deion Sanders, I might add. Where's all the fake outrage coming from? Why is there people out here running their mouth about a situation they know nothing about? And then they're putting false labels on the man, calling the man the damn sellout and all that. Man, you motherfuckers are disgusting, man. People like Bill Monty Jones and Stephen A. Smith, well, I didn't want him to take a job in Colorado. I was kind of willing to get a job in Florida State. Well, Florida State have already turned it around with another coach. What was Coach Deion Sanders supposed to do? Wait 5 more years until they fall off a cliff, then they go after him again? Just disgusting, man. Just disgusting. People out here running their mouth like that. Look, here's one piece of advice for all you people out here that's always complaining all the damn time. It's called shut the fuck up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Just running your mouth just to be running your mouth. Coach Deion Sanders don't owe nobody nothing. He don't owe him no apology. He don't owe him no exclamation. He's just a goddamn football coach. And a lot of people miss that notion. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on social media platforms. And I want to give a salute to everyone who is subscribed to my channel. It's not easy coming on here and doing these videos, and because of you guys that I have the platform I have. I'm still building, I'm still growing, I'm still grinding on a daily basis. Always improvements to be made on how I'm delivering the content, what I'm delivering, the pausing and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, you guys lend me your ears. You guys make me who I am on this YouTube platform, and I really do appreciate it. The grind is going to continue. I'm probably still going to continue to make mistakes as I'm doing this, but to hit 1,600 is, look, I'll tell you right now, when I first started doing this YouTube, I didn't know how many subs I was going to get. I didn't know how many videos I was going to do. But one thing I do know is that there's a lot of lies that's being put out here. And it's my job to come in here and combat those lies, to counteract, to counterfeit. I do appreciate everyone who lend me their ears for however long I'm on here to put out this content. So I thank everyone once again, and shouts out to everyone that's subbed to my channel. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the mighty Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Oh!